So Grandpa takes me. I don't think Dad went this time. I think it was just me and Grandpa. He takes me down to Port I was 5, 6 years old. This is before the underground hospital, and no, maybe it was about 8 or 10. Maybe I was already in the underground hospital, and we go down to Port Grandpa hits back roads, so I was upset and everything else. I drove in Grandpa's car instead of Dad's car, but I think we all went down. So we had a real nice campfire party and everything else with people. And the adults got drunk, and I kind of, fell asleep on the ground. And it was kind of a fun day. Now, amongst that was Carlos Santana, who's my cousin. Sloopy was his mom, Grandpa's wife. Grandpa's wife was there. Sloopy was there. She knew how to talk to me, even though we didn't understand each other. So when I went back into the karate studio, American College of Karate, and they wanted me to train this Mexican guy, we used sign language, and I taught him. And Mick thought he was doing really well because who trained you? He pointed at me, and he goes, brings me in his office, and he said, "How did you do it? Nobody could even talk to the guy." Floopy was Mexican. He goes, "You can train all of them if you want to." And I said, I don't care. It doesn't matter. I don't care who they train. This is just fun being here with you guys. Back then, I think we were on good terms until I started hitting the bad habit scene. The one that got me to ride my motorcycle into the basic Poway. So, me, Michael Dorn, Carlos Santana, we're all at Mexico together before anybody was famous, before anybody knew who they were. They all had guitars, so Carlos puts his guitar in my hand. I start plucking away at it. And I already had a guitar. I started playing and everything else. He started singing. I started singing. He told me how to sing. He said, "You have a wonderful voice." I said, "Thank you." Then Miguel started talking. That guy was a beach bum. He hung around, I think, I want to say Sammy Hagar, who he was hanging around. And some other guys. But anyway, I think they all knew Eddie. And I think they all knew a bunch of other musicians. And I think a bunch of them were there. I don't know. Honestly, I don't know who was at that party except for my cousins. So anyway, we're down here having the time of our lives, and we ended up going home. I got scared. I had to pee. Dad said you can't stop here. I remember just miles and miles and miles. Finally, they let me go to a bush. I ran out there, and these guys were just looking at me like, "This girl, I was standing up to pee." Oh my god. Because I mean, it was like, they came by looking at me, and one guy came by and took a picture, and I'm like, "Oh no." I was so embarrassed. And Bob was just over there laughing at it. He goes, "They took a picture of you." I said, "I know that." I think if I was a young adult, I said, "So what am I now, a porn star?" That was like 8, 9. It was a fun trip. We had a blast. Um, I miss Carlos. I didn't get to spend a lot of time with him, but I got to spend enough time with him. He was just like Diana. And you know what? I married somebody just like those guys. Randy's just the same. He's just like that. And we're both mad at the war, both pissed off at people. Here I'm going to do what I can to pull my accounts. So I'm going to either, like I told Nate, I want to buy a house and I want to buy a car. And I told her I was a Royal English, but born in America. So that's where the money comes from. I didn't say nothing about Diana or anything else, just the fact that I told her I was paying taxes, but I was going to wait until I talked to her. So I could talk to her Tuesday. This LPL stuff, I could all look it up. If I have an account in my name, I should be able to have a PIN number, and I should be able to, do that. My PIN number has been changed 3 different times. Whenever every one of them for the time frame of what I had. And if they're still the same and nobody's been into it, I'll be able to get into it. If not, I got unclaimed assets that I just purchased. So, um, that's some of my funny stories. I got a bunch of stories that they haven't. Like I said, I had my memory erased and it's kind of messed up. But anyway, it is what it is. So I was talking about. I started off this story. Let me cut it here.